JavaScript gives you many comparison operators that you can use. In the previous video, we used the greater than and equal to operator. Let's see other comparison operators that you can use. Let's start off with the double equal operator. This operator allows you to check if a certain variable or value is equal to a certain variable or value. Here we have declared this variable and we gave it a value of 5. We can use the double equal operator to check if this variable is equal to a certain value. In this example, it may look obvious because you see the value of 5, but you can imagine that the x variable has a value that we took from an input or something else. We don't know what is holding. So here we can use the double equal operator. We first type in if, then here in the condition we add the comparison. Now we check is 5 equal to 5 using the double equal operator. We have true. If we try is 5 equal to 6, we have false. So this is pretty simple. But now here if we change this value and type in 5, but 5 is in double quotes, this means that this 5 is a string. Well, now we will have true. So the double equal operator does not really care about the type. If we change this value to 6, to the string 6, it will say false. This double equal operator can be helpful sometimes, but sometimes this may create really weird results. Instead, we can use the triple equal operator. This triple equal operator checks if they have the same value and if they have the same type. So here if I change this to 5, it will say true, but if I change it to the string 5, it will say false. I recommend that you always use the triple equal operator if you don't know how coercion works in JavaScript. If you want to avoid unexpected behavior, just use the triple equal operator, unless you know what you're doing. Let's move to the next operator, the not equal operator. This operator checks if the value is not equal to a certain value. I think it is really simple and straightforward. And it also has the other version of it, which checks the value is not equal or the type is not equal. And then we have the greater than sign. Is 5 greater than 6? The answer is no, so we will console log false. Is 5 greater than 4? The answer is yes. We will execute this block of code and console log true. You also have greater than or equal to operator. When we use it with the value of 4, it will return true and execute this block of code. When we use 5, yes, 5 is equal to 5, this returns true and it will execute this block of code. But if we try 6, it will return false, then executes this block of code. You also have the less than sign and the less than or equal to operator. Great. You also have other operators called logical operators, like the AND operator, the OR operator, and the NOT operator. Let's start off with the AND operator. The AND operator allows you to check for two conditions at the same time. It will return true if both conditions return true. For example, we can use this operator to see if our variable is less than 7 and greater than 4. This is the AND operator. And now we write the condition. Now the JavaScript engine will check if the first condition is less than 7, the answer is yes, so it will return true. Then we move to the second condition, is x greater than 4, the answer is yes. 5 is greater than 4, so it will return true. Both conditions are true, so the AND operator will return true and we execute this block of code. But if one of the conditions is false or both are false, the AND operator will return false. True with false will return false, false with true will return false, and false with false will return false. Now let's move to the next operator, the OR operator. This operator allows you to check for two conditions. If just one of them is true, it will return true. For example, I can check if x is less than 4 or x is greater than 1. The first condition is false, but the second one is true. So the OR operator will return true. The OR operator will return false only if both conditions are false. And finally, you have the NOT operator. This operator allows you to negate a condition. So if you have a condition that is true and you use the NOT operator, it will return false. For example, here, x is greater than 4. But if we add the NOT operator, it will return false. If we had a false condition here, with the NOT operator, it will return true. Great.